Hi, it's Marty Cesario again with Mountain TV and Sportswomen of Colorado. Happy holidays. We've got another Vibe segment with you. Jen and I, this time, visiting with Brianna Crittenton. Bree just signed on November 20th with the University of Texas. She's going to be a future women's basketball student athlete with the Longhorns. For right now, Bree just started her senior season with the Hoop Squad at Riverdale Ridge. Jennifer Anderson Ehrlich is the executive director for Sportswomen of Colorado. Jen played some college ball as well at MSU Denver and also Southeast Missouri State. So we got a couple of ballers here. Let's go. It's Bree and Jen.
I am here with Brianna Crittenden. We're super excited. Bree, you're about to enter your senior season. In 3 words, tell me what the vibe is.
I think it's exciting, definitely a little emotional, and then I think another word is just being present.
I love it. Presence at your age is such a tricky thing. You're also, just committed to the University of Texas. Is this,
Like
you love it?
this.
Yeah. Okay, I got to tuck the thumb. Longhorns. And you've been under a lot of pressure. How have you handled that? You always seem to be so composed. You possess so much grace at an early age. Tell me how you've maintained that over the past few months.
I think really like pressure is always like a privilege. Like it's really just a privilege to have all these opportunities to be this. I mean, just basketball itself alone, like just having that much to like look up to and look forward to, and like I have little girls looking up to me, so that's what I kind of like think about. And then also just like I started playing basketball because it was fun, so I always make sure I keep it fun, or else I'm not really gonna enjoy it if I'm not having fun. So those are like how I kind of keep it light and keep it fun still.
Yeah, I love that. I just had this conversation with my son who's 10 and you've got a little brother. How old is
I
your little
do.
brother?
He's 13.
Okay, so he's 13. So I've got a 13-year-old daughter. I have a 10-year-old son. My son came home. You'll enjoy this story. This is just a connection piece. He came home from his practice Monday night. He was sick. He didn't know he was sick. But he was crying because he was so frustrated because the sixth grade boys were fouling him. And I said, well, was there a whistle blowing? And he was like, no. And I said, well, then it's not a foul. But then I had to soften and remind myself that at the end of the day, he's 10 and we all got into this sport because it's fun.
Definitely.
And it's supposed to be fun. Has there been any moments where it hasn't been fun for you?
There were a couple of moments actually when I was like younger where I kind of didn't like want to play basketball anymore. I think I was in like 5th grade where I honestly just wanted to quit because I wasn't as good as I wanted to be. Other girls were better than me. So I think that also helped like motivate me to become like the basketball player that I am today, and like to understand how other people feel while like playing basketball. Cause like it's always like an easy side, a fun side when you're doing really well. And then there's also the hard side where you're not doing well, you're not performing as like much as you want to. So I think just kind of being understanding about that, because like basketball it's like a roller coaster, just like life. You're not gonna have the best game every single game. So I think just kind of understanding yourself and just giving yourself that grace is always a good thing. But after experiencing like that in 5th grade, that I wanted to quit basically, I've always just after that, I mean, I've had really good conversations with other people and like my mentors, and I think that helped a lot to just make sure I'm always having fun, because I was putting too much pressure on myself, and I was like, I need to be perfect every single time, and it's not going to be like that.
No.
Not at all. So I think just kind of realizing to like keep it light, keep it fun, not put as much pressure on myself. I think that's also helped.
When did it finally hit you that you were a Texas thumb-tucked Longhorn?
I think it really probably like the day that I committed and announced to like everyone, because before I committed only like 3 people knew: my parents, and then my like head coach, and then a couple other like my friends and family. But I really didn't tell anyone until like the day I actually committed. So I think like after I committed, and that it was like public knowledge, that's kind of when it like really hit me, when people were coming up to me and not asking me where I'm going anymore, but like just saying how they're excited to watch me at Texas. So those kind of questions have changed. Instead of asking me where I'm going, instead of like the where I'm going questions, it's now just like, I'm so excited for you. So I think that's kind of when it first hit me and I first like actually answered that question. I was like, I'm going to Texas.
Is there a player that you model your playing style after, I guess?
I would say there's a couple. Asia Wilson is definitely one, Nafisa Collier, and then like Satu Sabali. I would say those are like my top three. I feel like I'm a mix of like all of them, and I just take different bits and pieces from each one.
Yeah, good names. Good
Thank
names to
you.
drop. Nafisa's amazing. Asia's amazing. That shot at the end of the season that Asia made was
Awesome.
unbelievable. Okay, so as we head into your senior season, what's your pregame snack?
Ooh, a pregame snack, probably some type of fruit. I
All
like to have
right,
fruit and then also apple juice before games.
good call.
Yeah.
What shoes are you rocking?
I have some pink Sabrinas. I have a couple pairs of pink Sabrinas. Our team shoe is just a pink color. So probably pink Sabrinas. And then when we wear black jerseys, I have like all black Kobe's.
Ooh, like it.
Yes.
What is your go-to hype song?
There's I think Shock the World by Rod Wave. I think that's like my go-to. And then also Apply Pressure by Rod Wave.
All right, what's one thing that none of us know about you that like let me think about this. Like I could share like my geek mode from when I was a senior in high school. So like when I was a senior in high school, the music that I listened to was definitely music that no one else was listening to. I was listening to like Elvis Presley and The Doors. What's one thing that most people would not know about you?
I would say most people don't know that I was on the cover of the Girl Scouts magazine in like 2012, I think. Like the nationwide magazine. I think no one really knows about that.
We're gonna have to look that up. And one of our like biggest supporters over the years, Lorraine, she was like the board president for Girl Scouts.
Mhm.
Lorraine's amazing. So if I get a hold of that, I'll be sure to send that to Lorraine and give her a little shout out.
Yes.
That is amazing. Did you have your brownies vest on or the sash?
I was actually, it was at a summer camp, so I have sunscreen all over my face. I have a bucket hat on. I didn't even know I was the cover until my mom got sent the magazine. So we didn't even know. It's actually framed upstairs. I'll show you it after. It's crazy. It's so funny.
I love it. And my youngest just joined Girl Scouts and they're like, get ready, Mom, you have to sell cookies. I'm like, I'm not selling cookies. That's her job.
Yeah, I was a Girl Scout until like I think 7th grade or 8th grade. I was a Girl Scout from like I think it was like preschool to 8th grade.
You know what though? It's great. And it explains your leadership mentality and like your mentorship and all of that. 5 years from now, Bree, what do you hope basketball has given you?
I would say purposeful relationships and just connections. I think just traveling the world, meeting new people, going new places. I hope that's where basketball takes me. And then also 5 years to get drafted to the WNBA and go play professionally.
Thank you for supporting Sportswomen of Colorado. They've been telling these stories for over 50 years, and they're just catching up.